one-on-one with Natalee Holloway's mother. What's her response to Joran Vandersloot being re-questioned by authorities? Nancy Grace. Headline News tomorrow night, 8
Joran Vandersloot says he was with Natalee Holloway when she died, that he helped dispose of her body, and that she might not even have been dead while he was doing so. It's all on video from a hidden camera, so how in the world is he still free? Well, Vandersloot spent the day being questioned by Dutch investigators and pledged to answer any question, and you can bet many of those focused on the new tapes of him discussing his night with Holloway.
Before we go to Texas and the search for 5-year-old Adrian James, back to the calls on the Natalee Holloway case. With me, Natalee's father, Dave Holloway. Out to the lines, Jackie in Wisconsin. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Nancy. My question is Joe Tacopina still Joran Vandersloot's lawyer? And if so, has he released any kind of statement about this?
Jackie, I can answer that one for you. Yes, he is the state's lawyer, the United States lawyer, and he says Vandersloot made it all up, that it was just a big lie. To T.J. Ward, what do you think investigators will get out of Vandersloot tonight? He is there being questioned.
Well, I hope they're asking him the questions and trying to confirm some of the information. The mere fact, I think that he needs to talk about, and the Dutch authorities need to talk about, arresting him for concealing a death. I mean, for starters. I mean, he's obviously, the statements that he's made on tape warrants the application for concealing a death. He said he dumped the body and brought a boat in, and then they can get somebody for conspiracy of bringing a boat in. His intention is to dispose of the body is very, very clear in his whole conversation about the interview.
I agree. T.J. Ward joining us, private investigator who worked with the Holloway family. To Dave Holloway, Natalee's father, what do you make of it when Peter DeVries says Joran Vandersloot will face trial?
Peter must know something that I don't know. There must be a lot more information that he's withheld for obvious reason, and I think he and I both have very good confidence that this case is going to move forward. You know, Nancy, I'd mentioned that we're working out in the ocean. If any of the viewers are interested in following along, they can go to Tim Miller, Texas EquiSearch's website, and click on a link, and you'll see what a great job these guys are doing out in the ocean.
Dave, how do you stay so composed when you discuss Natalee's death and disappearance?
You just have to get yourself primed up for it, Nancy. There's been a lot of tough times away from the camera that is very tough. We've got some serious things ahead of us. You know, I've got two young daughters that still believe in Santa Claus, and they put up the Natalee's little stocking, and they still had hope, and you know, we've got that ahead of us.
You know, I just realized for the first time that I have been now talking about not Natalee's disappearance, but Natalee's death and disappearance, because this tape seemed to make it, I don't know why, it made it so much more real. Did it do that to you as well?
You know, I had a pretty good idea what had happened. That's the reason we're out in the ocean, and Peter confirmed that for us, and you know, and I took it, and you know, it's been tough, you know, but I wasn't prepared for the attitude of this kid towards Natalee. That's been the toughest part for me. I just can't believe a human being could be that cruel and inhumane towards another person.
You know, it's funny that it struck you that way, funny, odd. It did the same thing to me, because I already believe he is responsible for her death, but to hear him speak of her and call her a bitch and a whore the way he did, I don't know why. That just added insult to injury. With us tonight is Dave Holloway. This is Natalee's father. Dave, thank you very much for speaking with us tonight and taking the calls. Thank you very much. Everyone, on to another missing child, this one only 5 years old. Won't you help? Take a listen.
An Amber Alert is out for a 5-year-old boy kidnapped from his driveway as his family was getting into their car. Police in Austin say 3 teenagers wearing white hooded sweatshirts took Adrian Jaimez this morning. He reportedly tried to fight off his abductors, but he's just 4 feet tall, only 50 pounds. He could not get away. The kidnappers took off in a gray or silver Volkswagen Jetta. Police say this was not a random kidnapping.
Where is 5-year-old Adrian? Let's go straight out to Emily True with KLBJ Radio 590 AM joining us out of Austin. What happened, Emily?
Good evening, Nancy. Police are still trying to figure out exactly what happened. They were telling us this afternoon that they have received up to 30 tips about the possible location of this vehicle. But the Texas Department of Transportation and Texas Department of Safety, rather, I should say, is they're not taking any chances, and they have put up bulletin boards up and down the highway between Austin and the Mexico border, alerting people not only to the little boy, but the car that he may still be in with these 3 young men, asking folks to call if they have any information.
Also joining us is the PIO with the Austin Police Department, Joe Munoz. Joe, thank you for being with us. What are the circumstances surrounding the little boy's disappearance?
Well, right now, we're at wit's end. We are getting a lot of public assistance. We've received over 165 phone calls from citizens of Austin saying they've seen the suspected vehicle. But
what happened this morning? What happened?
Well, what happened was the young man was getting ready to go to school, went outside. Mother got in the car. His 10-year-old sister got in the front seat. And almost immediately, the suspect vehicle pulled up. 2 remained in the car. 2 of the suspects got out, opened the back door, and forced the young man out of his family vehicle.
The little boy was on his way to school, right?
That is correct.
What's the description?
The description of the young man? Or
no, the
suspect?
perpetrators.
The perpetrators are described as Hispanic males in their late teens. There are 4 of them. 2 remained in the car. 1 stayed outside the family vehicle as a lookout, and 1 of them was the individual that was actually pulled him out by force. The little Adrian fought off, attempted to fight him off, but he was unsuccessful.